So, Paul, are you confident Luka can lead my Los Angeles Lakers to a championship at some point in time while he's a Laker?
I mean, he's still young enough, and you have an organization who is bold at making moves. But the one thing I will say about Luka, which is very unique, from all the other star players that's played for the Los Angeles Lakers, his style of play. If he can somehow change his style of play, it's very ball dominant now for him to be effective, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. He could possibly win, but if he's going to be the ball dominant player that he is, usage rate, one of the top 2 or 3 every year, it's going to be difficult because as you start to get more teams, and you've seen sample sizes of this from players who have high ball rate, high usage rate, guys like Jalen Brunson, guys like James Harden in his day in Houston. They were winning a lot of games, but then the game changes once the playoffs start. And that's something he has to take into account. Is he willing to do some of the other things to help them win, like play off the ball or come off the ball a little bit more or get out on a fast break? But he definitely is a top 5 player MVP candidate, which would suggest that most guys in that category usually end up in the finals or have a chance to win a championship. Originally, I said probably not, but I think the Lakers will do enough after we see what happens with LeBron, whether it be retirement in a year or so, how they build around Luka moving forward.
You know, being in L.A. my whole life, been a Laker fan my whole life, all of our young stars, we eventually win championships with. Young stars, we eventually...
Let's name them.
We can start with Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Then we can go to Shaq, we can go to Powell, we can go Magic. Kareem wasn't young, but he was worthy. I mean, you know.
What they had in common, they were all in shape and they all played defense.
Well, he's lost.
And those are the 2 knocks that they said on him.
Yeah, but that's just him. We build around our stars, though, Paul.
Uh-huh.
We just do. I mean, that's the reality of it.
Yep, they do.
We tend to build around our stars. The interesting thing out of all this, though, is the fact that it is transitioning to Luka's team. But as long as LeBron James is on the team, I don't believe it'll be fully Luka's team because LeBron is entering his 22nd season, I think it is. Mm-hmm. He don't know nothing else but for it to be his team. So it's very hard, and you know this, Paul, it's hard to take a step back despite, because he's going to be on the floor. It ain't like all of a sudden he's relegated to the bench. He's going to be on the floor as the guy. So it's going to be hard for him to just give way right now to Luka, in my opinion.
You know what it is? He's entering that realm. You know that like us as black men, like when we start losing our hair, that don't want to let it go.
Yeah,
This is not talking about
I ain't got that problem.
And then, and when you know it's time for change.
I never know where he's gonna go.
No, listen. You know, you got that guy. You got that hole right here, but he don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
And then eventually, he like, damn, keep looking in the mirror. Man, I gotta let this go. Then they come and shave that thing off. And then they eventually
really ready to go vacate.
No, listen. No, but then that's the stage. It's hard for him to let it go, is what I'm saying for LeBron.
No, that's true.
For not his hair, like him being the guy. Well, that too. His hair too. He got to let that go too. But being the guy.
But there's a way to fix it, P.
No. We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna send him overseas and get the plugs and do all that. We're not doing that. And I understand what Paul is saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the same thing I just said.
It's hard for him to relinquish it.
20-something years in the league as being King James, I'm not just gonna all of a sudden pass the torch.
But he possesses all the things you need DNA-wise to lead your team to a championship. And he's still young. So I feel like he's in that realm where he's like, okay, what other ways can I adjust my game where we can now actually win a championship? Because he's gonna get you there, because he can, like I said, all the points, the DNA, the clutch gene, all that. He's kind of like a little bit of like LeBron's IQ and James Harden scoring. Like he's in a mix in that area there. So I think right now, having LeBron there, he's in a situation where he can actually go ahead and learn consistently how to get there, the formula on how to get to championship and win there.
Well, and the Lakers front office is kind of trying to help LeBron in that transition. And what I mean by that...
That's tough.
What I'm saying, what I mean by that is they used to talk to LeBron about things that was going on inside the organization. That report says they did not. They did not speak to him about, hey, man, we're selling the team tomorrow. They said nothing to him. At the end of the season, they usually meet with the stars. They did not sit down with him in the building. They sat down with Luka. So they're trying to kind of help LeBron
transition to the ball head stage.
You gotta stop. No,
The headband got higher every year.
No, they're trying to help him, but it's still gonna be a difficult task because he is LeBron James, and I understand that. I understand it.
Beijing.
He's had the driver's seat. He's had a hold on to the hair his whole life. So LeBron, if you're listening, this is what I need you to do. I love you, Bron. But check this out. I need you to go to the bathroom, grab those clippers, close your eyes, and just come straight down the middle. It's time to let it go. It's time to get the keys. It's time to get the keys up to Luka. It's time to give him up.
What if you just want to go with a one guard? That ain't low
He
enough.
already had a one guard. He already there.
Paul, I told y'all Paul was a fool. So, Paul, with that being said right there, what do you think you want to see Giannis play at if it's not Milwaukee?
Well, I like him in Milwaukee, unless there's another team in the East, because the West, listen, he wants to compete for a championship, right? And he's still a high-level player. He's putting up career numbers, I feel like, every year. The East is where it's at right now with all the injuries, even to his own teammates in which they bought out. The window is open in the East to get to the finals. So, a trade somewhere else that's not in the East would mean you're going to go through the gauntlet in the West, with teams like Houston, Denver getting better. We already know OKC is built for the next 10 years. And then, who knows what's going to happen with Golden State. Curry, you never can count them out. But the East is a different story. If they can figure out with Giannis and realize that with Giannis, you're always one major piece away. With Giannis, you're always one major piece away. So I would say Milwaukee, stay there.
You said where else?
There's no other place. Milwaukee is the place.
See,
unless he's going to stay going out west.
I like Miami.
Yeah, if you bring Giannis to Miami where you're able to keep Bam and not relinquish some of your major pieces like Hero, it can work. But I don't see Milwaukee dealing with Miami. It's kind of unrealistic to see Milwaukee dealing with anybody in the East at this point. So Milwaukee is probably the best place right now, and then reevaluate this when the middle of the season, when you get towards trade deadline and see where you're at.
So when you decided to make the move in Boston for KG and Ray, what did you tell the front office?
I was in a position to where it was let's make some moves, or you can trade me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was but I didn't have a championship, nor was I close. I was dealing with a young team, all guys in their first, second year. I think I was in my 7th, 8th year at the time. Actually, I was in my 9th year at the time, and I'm playing with guys in their first and second year, third year. And we were not making the playoffs. He's won a championship. He has veterans around him. So mine was a different type of situation.
But why would he say that just now why would he dangle that out there as if he not sure that he wants to be in Milwaukee, though? Because if you want to be in Boston, you're going to say, I'm good, I want to stay.
He said, I love Milwaukee, too.
Yeah, but he said that on the back end.
Well, he's from Greece.
What the hell does that got to do with anything?
They English me sometimes. We don't understand.
I understood him saying on the back end.
But that's his way of saying I love Milwaukee, probably.
On the back end?
Yeah, because I've been to these countries, and our yes is more firm than, sometimes Europeans.
Yes, it's more. Yes.
In the face, yes.
Oh, my God. Oh. No, but
it comes off a little different. You know that, Key.
No, I understand what I see what you're saying.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
Yeah,
I do. I understand what he's saying, the language barrier. I get that. But he clear as a bell.
Said, I love Milwaukee.
On the back end, after saying,
he did say
I
that.
don't know. If you ask me, do I like working with Paul in Joy? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You damn Skippy. I ain't going to sit there and go,
I think so.
well,
I think so.
But at the end of the day,
cool.
but at the end of the
Don't do
day,
that.
I love them. And you say that at the end? I was like, oh, okay, he loves us.
My goodness. I can't with y'all,
I can't
man.
argue with that.
Well-
Once you throw the word love in, what can you argue? You
What do you
can't
think
argue with love.
Because he realized what he said and tried to clean it up on the back end,
Right.
Will.
I
He
love it.
realized what he
Yes,
said.
he's
I
like
love
he
it, Loki.
left it out there. Like there's a possibility, but I love
Oh my God.
Like, Will, if I say I love you, Will, you know you my guy.
Can't trust that.